Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this time around I've got a design team project once more for October with the Graphics Fairy, and the images I've used in this come from the premium membership site, and I'll show you what I've used. For this collection I mainly focus on the stamps, digital stamps, so I've embellished them and whatnot. And yeah, so the theme for this month is an Oriental theme. As you can see, it's like splatter of red here. This one hits a little closer to home because I've used local ephemera that I found. And a little backstory for this collection: a few months ago I actually found a bunch of letters, okay, not a whole bunch, but there are like 3 or 4 letters that a son wrote to his mom, whose name is Madam Wong. So when I read through those letters, I decided that I would want to create, if I ever would create an Oriental theme, it would be sort of my take on recreating Madam Wong's sort of diary, and this one is what I came up with. So I will start with the traveler's notebook that comes in the collection. I'll just put this on the side, and this one is how she looks like. So you've got your little dangly here as usual, some vintage Oriental sort of button there, and I found this really adorable fan brooch that fit perfectly with the theme. And then this is some fabric, some draping, some sequins, and the top looks like that. As usual, she is pretty chunky. And then yeah, the back is left pretty plain, so it's easier to, you know, sort of, because it's the one that's always going to be, you know, against the table and whatnot. So let me open her up. On the inside is a side pocket, a bit of fabric here, and this lovely picture here is this is not the real Madam Wong, but I found this is taken from my stack of photographs that I found. This is what I imagine how she would look like in her younger years. And then here we've got one of the letters that the son wrote to the mom. So it's actually dated 1974, if my camera can focus. I thought I switched off the autofocus on this. Anyway, hold on. Yes, so it says "Dearest Mommy." So cute. And then you've got the really nice writing here. This is dated 1974. So there's 2 pages of this, and then I've just distressed it further, and you can use the background for something. So this one tucks like that. And then this is something that you can use to journal on the back. And yeah, so let me pin that back. So that tucks in here. Well, let me just put that there. And then on this side we've got a bit of collaging, and then this is just paper that's folded up in an envelope style with a filigree, and you've got a vintage postcard here as well. On the next page, this one is an envelope that I printed. It's actually 2 per page. This one is from the Graphics Fairy. I've chosen birds and florals as well because I remember seeing like how my grandparents, they, on my dad's side, my paternal grandparents, they really love having, you know, birds, and yeah, they just love keeping birds. So I thought that went well with the theme. And the colors are really pretty as well. This is from the Graphics Fairy as well, so you can journal on the back of that. So I will list down in the description the blog post where you can find the bundle sets that I've used, so that will make it slightly easier for you to reference. And then this here, on the next page, we've got a metal key charm, and then a fabric pocket with this little black lace scrap here, and then some more printed ephemera. This one here is an authentic one that I found. And here we've got the Graphics Fairy digital stamp. I think this is from Ancient Travels, and I haven't actually used a lot of digital stamps in my project, so I wanted to really utilize them in this month's journal, and so I've just added some sequins here just to give the stamp sort of a more 3D effect, if that makes sense. And then here's another pocket. This is mahjong tile, and then you've got mahjong scorecards in here, like so. And some Chinese characters here. This is real ephemera. And here we have this really gorgeous butterfly pin. I bought a whole bunch of these and I thought they went well as well with the florals and the birds. So this here is an authentic wedding picture. It's embossed here. This embossed stamp here is from the studio where they took the picture. So this, I would imagine, is Madam Wong's wedding picture. So I thought that was pretty cool. So it's already aged and whatnot. I'm not sure what year this is from, though they don't say, but yeah. And on the other side, we have more ephemera and some tags here that you can journal on the zip back. This is from the, hold on. This is from the graphics fair as well. Like I said, guys, do not throw away even the smallest of scraps, because you can use it for pretty much anything. Like this one here, this is a this has a green metallic thread, and then I've just put cheesecloth, and already it sort of gives the stamp something, you know, a little extra. It just ties everything in together. This is from, I'm not sure which bundle set, but definitely the graphics fairy as well. And then the thread I've used throughout the collection is red. The main is red, and then the back is gold as well. So yeah, just a little bit extra detail to look at. So we've got a fabric tipping up here, and then this gorgeous charm here, mirror. And this one is from the graphics for Cherry Blossoms page. I've just printed this out on vellum paper, or was it tracing paper? I used this because I wanted to get that. Do you know that old school sort of well, it's not really old school, but they used to have that sort of silk screen dividers, and then you can sort of see the shadows on the back because it's semi-transparent, opaque. So I wanted to give this the same sort of idea. So you can see the back here this is from a learning Chinese book, so you can actually see the background popping behind. I just thought that gives a little bit more texture to the pages. So this is a printed vintage postcard, another floral postcard right there. And then this is from the birds and bird cages bundle set from the Graphics Fair premium website. And as you can see, like I said, scraps again here, but they add so much to you know, digital stamps. Just one sequin and a bit of what I usually try and do is you have one color sort of plain fabric on the bottom, and then you can put on layer on top your sort of sari silk or something with more sort of elements to it. So this one has beads, so when you layer it, it looks nice. And the colors, again, my theme was red and sort of darker colors, so I thought that went well. And here we've got a letter here as well that's vintage as well. And then this is the other envelope set from the front. So let me just show you guys again. So that one is there, and this too comes in a set. So yes, this one has also from the Graphics Fairy, so you can journal on the inside on that. And hold on, let me try and tuck that in nicely. And then this one just hangs here. This is actually a paper that I sort of folded upwards, so there's actually a gap here, so it's sort of like a tuck spot. Usually what I do is actually sew on the side here, so it makes a full pocket, but I decided that, you know, I feel like it holds things. Like, it's not bad holding things, so I thought, why not do something different? So again, authentic ephemera. This is a postcard from my own collection. As you can see, so this is actually of Malaysia. I'm not sure exactly where. Oh, this is in Kuantan. So yeah, as you can tell, that's how we used to look like. So I add that in there. And then we've got a fabric collage here. So again, when you layer, it'll be nice to have something more toned down color on the back or something if you want to layer it with something that's like woo, you know. So this is a side tip-in. And then here we've just got a bit of collaging as well. And then on this side, something you can journal on the back. And this is something pretty cool I found online. This is actually a really old school passport paper, so I've just distressed it. And this one I would imagine is Madam Wong's dad when he was young, so she's kept like a picture of that, a copy of that in her diary. So that tucks in here. And then this is inside is a full-size pocket. So more fabric tab on top. And then on this side, you've just got a beautiful Oriental picture, and then this is printed as well. So some Chinese paper there. This is the middle of the traveler's notebook, and then you've got some fabric here as well. Some garment pin. Sorry, my camera is like going in and out. Yeah, there we go. And then, so a full-on pocket with some ephemera here. Oh, so gorgeous, right? Okay, and then a pocket on this side. This is an envelope, so you can put things in there. And here we've got another digital stamp from the Graphics Fairy. See what just a tiny red sequin will do. It just adds so much. I think this is actually one of my favorite digital stamp. I know it's so simple, but it makes a whole lot of difference. Just one tiny sequin. On this side, this is also another pocket here. So you've got China closets, yes. Some ephemera pieces in here. Some more collaging fabric there, and this is from the Graphics Fair as well. So you've got a bunch of these to journal behind. Again, sequins here. And then this is a vintage photo. This would be of her brothers and her sisters when they were young. Yes, so I've just put that in there. Fabric collaging on the side, on the bottom, sorry. And this is another stamp. This time I decided to layer on a whole lot of lace, and then on the bottom this one is purple Oriental fabric. So the bird cage, the stamp is there. So I wanted, the idea behind this one is sort of the cages, the bird cage is like sort of veiled with lace and whatnot. So yeah, and I kept this flower here just to add more position here to give sort of something different here. Yes, so there we go. This is, by the way, scraps as well. Extra bits and pieces that you know, wouldn't probably make for a whole cover or something. So do not throw away your scraps, ladies. I can't stress that enough. And this one here is sort of that divider thingy. So this one is pretty cool. So I've just coffee stained it, so it's actually sort of like that, you know, like a divider. So this one has dragons and whatnot. So like I said, the color scheme is so gorgeous. And here is a big fabric tip-in. So red lace and gold fabric on the back. There we go. Just a little tab on the top, some fabric on the side. This is just a sort of, it's not, I don't think it's real crystal or jade. It's yeah, but I found it at the thrift store. I decided to just include that in as well. And then this one is a fold out, so you can journal on the inside. And this is just a page from an encyclopedia, so you've got that dragon there. So there's a whole bunch of dragon theme explanations: dragon fish, dragonfly, dragon's blood, yeah, things like that. So that one goes here. I think this one actually goes on like that. Hold on. And we're almost to the end of the journal. So some more fabric on the top here. And then here is a fabric pocket. This one is a folded envelope style, so you can journal on the inside. And here is a letter by Madam Wong. So this is to a housing loan, actually. So that's her signature right there. So I thought that was a more personal touch to add to this collection. So it really felt like it, for me, I wanted to make it as authentic as I can, that this was her diary. So that pops up right there. And now let's go to the envelopes. So hold on, let me just put this one here instead. That's there. Okay, so this one only comes with, this collection only comes with 2 envelopes, but these are authentic envelopes that I thrifted. So I just decided to include those 2 in. I didn't do much to this one. This one is actually from a goldsmith shop, an old school one. So I bought it because they had a whole bunch of papers that they used to, when you buy, you know, gold jewelry, necklaces or earrings, they put this in here. So the detailing here is super awesome. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can focus on. Yeah. So I didn't do much to it because I thought, you know, this was already enough design on its own. But on the inside, I've included a few journaling pieces. So you've got this journaling card here with some lace attached to it. And then you've got 3 of these ladies, Oriental one that you can journal on the back as well. And then this one is from the graphics fair as well. This one just has a floral, bright floral fabric attached to this to sort of go with the theme of this bird cage here. So that one's in this vintage envelope. Hold on, let me put that back. Okay, never mind. I will do that later. So that one's there. And then we've got this one. This one is one of the envelopes that the son sent to her. So it's addressed to Madam Wong. This is her address. This has the word Malaysia on it, so it's embossed. I've just coffee stained it a bit more to give it an older look. So somehow for this envelope, the stem part was already taken out. So what I did was I just overlapped it with fabric, so it covers up the hole, but I thought it gave an interesting effect on the side here. And then I've just put one of my own collection of vintage Malaysian vintage stamp here. So the back looks like that. Hold on, let me see if it's focused. It's not focusing right. Okay, and then you've got a gold trim here, which I've added. And then on the inside of this one, we've got a whole bunch of authentic ephemera that I'm super excited to show you guys. So this is what her son would have looked like. So she kept sort of memories of her son inside this envelope. So I think the son's name is actually Lawrence. So this would be his picture, and then this is a picture of his her son, her son's wedding picture, you know, his bride and all. So she's kept that in there. And then this is a vintage postcard of what he would have sent her on her birthday. It just said best wishes. It's actually empty on the back, so you can actually use this for yourself. And then here are the whole bunch of letters. So we have 2 letters here with the envelope still inside. This is another long letter that he wrote, and then this one is, they're all dated 1975. So yeah, he really wrote to his mom quite often. So inside are letters, authentic letters, so I've just kept that in there. And then yeah, this is sort of her memory of her son, so I thought that was really sweet. You know, I actually thought about, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever thought about, you know, when you find vintage letters and then, you know, you're curious and all, like you want to go and try and find them and see how they look like or what they are now, or you know, maybe you want to surprise them. I don't know, like, have you guys ever thought about it? Interesting thought. And finally, like with all my collections, I love to include, you know, little trinkets. So this is her special box. So previously it was about her son, and this one is of her wedding, her love, kind of. So this is a vintage flower pin, a really huge one. So this one just clips on like that. So when you open this one up, it's just a bunch of trinkets that I put together to give the full experience of Madam Wong's an heirloom, kind of. So here we've got, this is everything that belonged to her. So hold on, let's put this here. So this would be something that her mom passed on to her when she got married. So this is actually a mirror, and then there's this beautiful detail here, and that's the comb. So gorgeous. So I wanted whoever who's getting this journal, like, I want you to feel like, you know, you really came across her diary. So I try to make this the experience as as I can. So you've got this right there, okay, and then you've got this one here, which is a fabric from her own wedding. So you can tell she just kept a bit of it, and then yeah, so it's super pretty. And then on this one is, I thought this was a really beautiful necklace that had this the flowers in there. I thought that looks so pretty to go with this one. And of course on the inside, so you know how I don't know, but ladies usually like to put things underneath, like, hide some stuff. So this is just another of that pink lace. And on the inside here, this one, okay, so this one is from the Graphics Fairy as well. This is printed a book cover. So again, the color went very well with the theme. And then I've just put a bit of sort of a Chinese fabric here, just this piece here, and then some embellishment to look like, you know, that old school one. So you open her up like that, and then on the inside, okay, it's pretty empty, so you can have more space to journal inside. But on the inside, this is what you would find. So this is what I imagine her picture of her parents were when they got married. So she's kept that in there. Initially I wanted this to be on the cover, but I decided this felt more sacred to her, so I just decided to include that in on the back here, so that, you know, it's something super special, super dear to her heart for her. So yes, so that is the entire collection, guys. I hope that when you watch this video, you could feel how it would be really like you could actually really imagine this belonging to a Madam Wong. So that is just my take on recreating this collection for her. So yes, that is my project for this month for the Graphics Fairy. Oh, and also with this collection, I've included this, I thrifted this chopstick, which I thought, you know, she would have kept from her wedding as well. So the chopsticks just look like that. There's some really beautiful flowers and butterflies there on the chopsticks right there. So yeah, so this entire set belongs to Madam Wong. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this collection as much as I did creating it. This one is really something, you know, close to home, and I'm so happy that I was able to in a way, hopefully do Madam Wong justice. So yeah, there you go guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.